Daily challenge for the 4th of November, 2020. Remember the 4th of November. See, now I can't say that tomorrow, but I guess it's not a goof if I say it tomorrow. Okay, and again, coming into this off like a really good run. Surprisingly good run. My third normal victory. On a run that was never supposed to happen. So, you know, make of that what you will. Sometimes it's the ones where you just care a little less. You know, that whole run I was like, I should just get this done so that I can do the daily. And actually it worked out. It turns out when you're not as worried about things, it just works out. And also when you get the Kapala and you can mitigate any silly damage. I really want to throw something at him just so he gets up quickly. Just do a few push-ups. Make sure we're ready for the daily. 1-1's fairly short normally, so you don't have to rush quite as much as you might otherwise be looking to do. This is a bad series of these like little chambers. I do like this chamber. I feel like it maybe shows up slightly too often. I don't know if there's any waiting on like blocks or rooms, I think is how Derek you describes them. I would say that that particular thing, like given how similar it is every time, it does show up a little too often. Not the end of the world, but certainly something to consider. If I drop down there, I can't get back up. There is a lot of good stuff down there. Double hit is very good, and that makes me feel alright about going down, although I would have liked to have not taken that damage. We might actually be able to get out the other way. But I wouldn't bank on it. Let's just, you know what, let's not worry about it. Let's just go around this way. I think rope, because we may want to use a bomb for this chest over here, possibly. Although it's a little awkward, I don't know if I'm going to go and play out of my way for it or not. Okay, that one could be worth it. It's always difficult to see, right? It's 2,500 gold. Just wanted to deal with them, to be honest. Okay, perfect. Now, do I want to try and blow this up? 1 taco, 2 taco, 3 taco, bang. That went surprisingly well. We did take a silly bit of damage, but good 1-1. Good shop early on. That's annoying because that's the one I'd like to bomb from above, but it's a little bit scary to bomb this close to a shop. Weird shop. Very fun shop, actually. Could be a fun daily to watch. People who are feeling bold. Bit of teleporting. I do like to do a bit of teleporting, but maybe not on the daily challenge. I'm going to move this ghost pot out the way, just because I'm a little scared that something might happen to it. 1 taco, 2 taco, 3 taco, bang. I don't even know, the way I'm not really counting that, I think the way you're supposed to count that. I say supposed like that's the only way you can do it. That's just the way that I think it was Michael A.L. Fox that I got that taco system from. But it's worked for me so far. Monty's probably going to get hit by something doing that. Didn't actually want to drop that down that far. Just punch that so that it's done. I'm going to drop down with this because I don't want to drop it on our pet's head unnecessarily. Because the pet may still be alive. The pet is still alive. We'll wait for the spider to come over. And it's not a spider, it's a snake. I've actually done that like a surprising number of times. Watching back some of my Spelunky stuff, there's been several times where I've referred to a snake as a spider, and I don't know why. I know what animals are. Promise. I do want to go over there, but it's quite scary. Okay. Still got a minute left, which is plenty of time. We're pretty near the exit at this point. We got our Ujjayi, we got our idol. I would love a throwable, but I don't know that there's an accessible one. I guess we could climb back up and grab something. There we go. Always be carrying. First rule of Spelunky 2. First rule of Spelunky in general, to be honest. Okay. Cheeky emerald. Check what's in here. We'll kill it just as a matter of precaution more than anything. This is one of those interesting ones where, like, it's not that difficult to set it off, but it's very scary. There we go. Okay. I'm glad we did it, because I do like it, getting an emerald. Man, arrow priority is a nightmare. Okay, well, you're going down there. I was kind of hoping to bring you down safely, but... okay, we're going to have to sacrifice one of these turkeys here. Well, not sacrifice, but probably sacrifice. Okay. So we're not giving the turkeys to Yang. That much is clear. Not a problem. Actually, we could, because there's a bonus turkey. Oh, Yang. Yang is so much closer than I'd actually anticipated that he was. We're very lucky there. It would have been very funny if he hadn't noticed and then the turkey had slowly slid down into his vision range. Can you... Oh, man. This is actually a slight issue now. There we go. I was kind of hoping we could get him... There we go, perfect. I was kind of hoping I could get, I don't remember what I was doing there. Oh, the bat. I was hoping I could get the bat to come down on the left side of this, because then he would have triggered the arrow trap for us, which would have been a nice cheeky bonus. I'm pretty sure that has gone off. But I will just check. I think it has. Do I want to go over here? There is some stuff. Not unfeasible. Moles are a problem, of course. We'll take the turkey with us, though. Turkey protects us from damage. Really, I just want to get any bits and bobs that are in here. There's quite a bit of gold. We could give the turkeys to Yang. You know? The only thing is, if we do that, we can't get out. I don't like this. And now I'm like deliberating, and like I don't have time to deliberate. Taking more damage. Yang, this had better be incredibly worth it, my dude, because we're running real tight on time here. I'm going to say, I don't think it was worth it. I don't think it was worth it. We're still alright. But we could have had so much more if I hadn't gone out of my way for Yang. Now, last run, I went out of my way for Yang, and it worked out really well in my favour. So, again, not completely writing Yang off. I don't like this setup at all. I don't ever feel comfortable running under a bat and then running back. And I didn't feel comfortable running forward to just, like, whip through. Okay, we're safe to drop down here. Bat here. Bat. Nailed him. Let's pop this guy over here, where he's not going to cause any trouble. Nice 2 damage potential here. It is the 4th, so ideally we want to go to the jungle. Again, it doesn't matter too much, but you know, given the choice. That was not to be mean to that caveman, I just wanted something to do with the time, and maybe there's a gem in there. Always nice to get a gem if you can. Ghost pot, something to be wary of. Cheeky spider. Okay. That's very scary. Doing that is very scary on a ladder. It's so easy to like misjudge it, and again, it comes back to someone in Crate and Crowbar, and I forget who it was, suggested, what if there was a button you could push, and while you were holding it, you didn't move up or down ladders. That would be really nice in that specific circumstance. That was very scary. I don't like dark levels. So dark levels fixed to the seed on a daily. I presume that they are. But also, I don't know if Spelunky 2 has that thing where, I think in Spelunky 1, if you finished level under 30 seconds, you didn't get a dark level. And I wonder if that's true. Hi, Bag Nice, how you doing? How good is this compared to the first one? I really like this. If you like the first one, then I think you should play this, give it a shot. You know, it really depends. Oh, that was bad. It depends what you liked about the first one, I guess. Well, actually, no, it doesn't. If you like the first one, you'll like this. It is kind of more of the same. Think you'll pick it up? Yeah, that's good to hear. I love the first game. I was never great at the first game. I did beat it once or twice, but I was never that good at it. I feel like I'm better at Spelunky 2. I actually think Spelunky 2 is a bit harder than the first one. At least to do all the secret stuff, it gets quite challenging. But I really like what they've done as a sequel. It does feel like a sequel. I wouldn't say you have to have played the first one to play this. But it does kind of feel thematically like a sequel. And these mosquitoes are going to be the death of me. We're going to have to buy some health here, I think, because it is the daily. But yeah, I think the things they've added, the areas they've added, all in all, it's just a really nice improvement over the first game. Okay, let me grab this, grab that turkey. Should be another one. There it is. And we've actually ignited our torch, which is good, because now we can cook the other turkeys. Perfect. But yeah, I think it's a pretty easy sell to anyone who liked the first one. Obviously, it's a harder sell if you haven't played the first one. I would say someone who hasn't played the first one could just play the first one and see what they think. Only because the first one is cheaper. And then be like, okay, I do like this or I don't like this. And then based on that, decide if they want to play Spelunky 2. I think that would be a reasonable way to go. But if you already played the first one and you think you enjoyed it, then I can't think of many reasons why you wouldn't want to play the second one. I guess it may be, the one thing I would say is, like, it depends why you've stopped playing the first one. But presumably it would just be that you kind of felt like you'd hit your limit on how well you could do, or you got bored of playing it because you'd done everything a bunch of times. And I think in either circumstance, it's still interesting to go into Spelunky 2. Okay. It's so scary to deal with these guys because the skull comes back so quickly. I don't immediately see where the I think it's down. I think it's down on the corner of the thing below us. I think it's right here. It is indeed right here. Are they shamans? They are, yes. So they have a sort of longer range. They have a sort of caveman length attack. Like, if you're about sort of 6 or so blocks away from them, they'll do an attack that like puts a curse on you, and after a couple of seconds, if you haven't attacked them, you'll take damage. So it's like a delayed attack. But the skull floating around them, if that hits you, then you become cursed and you only have 1 HP. And that's a real bad thing to deal with. So they're actually very, very dangerous if you try and get up close to them. I will say also, the thing you're seeing is obviously if you played a lot of Spelunky 1, you'll recognise basically what's going on in here. I will say there's a lot of Spelunky 2 that is not like the first game. So instead of going to the jungle in World 2, you can also go to a different world, which I won't spoil out the gate. But there are other places you can go, other things you can see. So it is not just the same thing again. It definitely does feel uniquely its own thing. Could buy the shotgun. I do like a shotgun. It is the daily challenge. How much is the shotgun? They were making, so they've made stuff cheaper, but this patch is not out on console yet. So I'm very sad we can't get pace. 21 grand. I don't think I'm feasibly going to get 21 grand at this point. But I will buy spike shoes, because spike shoes are very good. And I tell you what, we'll buy the spectacles to help protect us against any dark levels. So yeah, there's tons of new stuff. Once you get... there's a lot of similar stuff, but also a lot of very different stuff. And like even the similar stuff is handled in a new way. So, you know, it feels fresh. And it looks so much better. It's interesting to go back to Spelunky 1. I think it also plays a little bit better than Spelunky 1. You know, it can be a little difficult to tell that. But I do think it plays a little bit better. Having gone back to Spelunky 1, it definitely feels a little better than that game did. Okay, this is just the... But I want to go in here, because I want to rescue Parsnip. But I don't want to deal... Okay, well that did the job, which is just getting the shaman killed. We actually have the ropes. We could go down and get that gem. So this is one of the new things. There are these 3 sisters in the forest, and if you rescue them, or in the jungle, if you rescue them, you can get some special rewards later. Okay. He actually kind of clued us in a little bit there. I'd love to go in there. I love this place, but unless I can kill this shaman. Okay, we did it. We did it. Oh, we haven't got the money for it. Okay, never mind. I'm glad I killed the shaman, because I'm not very good at that, and it's good to practice. Okay. Easy does it. So those, I believe those traps are new, the sort of bear traps you see down just below me. Those are instant kills. They're very, very dangerous. Bombs for health is not the worst idea. Can I set this off? I mean, I can, but can I? There we go. I think worthwhile there, because we only have 5 health. But I hope you're doing well. Lovely, lovely to have you come by. And yeah, this is our daily challenge. So much like Spelunky 1, one shot at this, and then you're done. But we are actually just coming off my 3rd ever win of the regular game, so a bit of confidence, but also a bit of leftover tension from that run. But feeling good about where we're at. Oh man, I'd like to kill that leprechaun just to buy us a bit of extra time. They have so much health. There we go. There we go. Oh, and there's even a... I would kind of like to do... It's a little awkward. You must have... Yeah, you did just miss that, unfortunately. This is... If I could blow up that spike, I would feel much better about things. I guess that kind of works. So we can stand on this these thorny blocks because we're wearing spike shoes. I think there was a similar mechanic in old Spelunky, like for a slightly different type of block. There were definitely things you could sometimes stand on if you were wearing spike shoes in Spelunky 1. But yeah, it was a very exciting run. I mean, obviously you would have seen the end of the game, so, you know, maybe not something you would have wanted to see having not played it, but... So now we're going into something new. So instead of going into a third world like you do in Spelunky 1, this is actually a boss level, and it's a familiar boss level if you played a lot of Spelunky. But it has some new tricks to it, which we probably won't go too into just because of the way, because this is a daily run. So you see, we rescued some of these sisters, and they've brought us some bombs, which is very nice. So I'm probably not going to go into the details on this, because there are additional phases to fighting Olmec now, who was a boss in the first game. And if you do those, you can get some additional gear. But we're not going to worry about it for now, because I don't have good gear to deal with him. And given that it's the daily challenge, I would rather, you know, just do some action. So here you go. See, World 4, a little bit different than the World 4 or the World 3 of the previous Spelunky. This is the Tide Pool. And what's Madam Tusk got for us today? A cape? Well, you know, in many circumstances, I would love a cape. We have actually got this, but I'm pretty sure we won't get anything in here. No. Not to worry. Spikes, of course. Dangerous as ever. I don't seem to have the problem. A lot of people I know have said they have problems seeing those pink spikes. They look like too much of the background. I've not had that issue, thankfully, but I can understand like why. When I first saw them, I was like, I'm pretty sure those are going to kill me. Okay, perfect. Another leprechaun. This is great. This gives us a bit of extra time in the level. It stops the ghost coming as quickly as they ordinarily would, which is great. Okay, feeling good about that. Probably also a, yeah, that's what I was worried about. What was in the... Did it get blown over there somewhere? Or did we just not... Did we just detonate it? Maybe there was... I don't know. I don't even know what was in there. Okay, well, not to worry. Secret crab. Yeah, the hermit crabs are very dangerous. Because they'll pop out of chests and crates. And there is still a chest or a crate. Oh, I think what happened is... my bomb hit the crate and opened the crate. And there must have been something inside the crate that my bomb then blew up. And I didn't see what it was, which is a shame. I'm very sad that I don't have sticky bombs. Sticky bombs are very nice to have, much like in the first game. Okay. Ugh. Those traps, just as deadly as ever. There's definitely a lot of stuff that you'll be familiar with if you played the first game, but there's also, like I say, a lot of new hazards. Things that kind of present similarly but work differently. We don't have enough money to do this challenge, unfortunately, and I don't think we'd be able to do it anyway. There is TNT down there, which is very scary, and it's there's not normally random TNT, so it's probably a crab. There we go. A little cautious about that happening, but hey. I really hope this turkey doesn't run off the edge, but it will. Okay, well, you're lost for now, turkey. I don't know what happened to my boomerang, and I'm very sad about it. It might have gotten detonated. I don't want my turkey to go in the sea. I could get... Oh, no, actually, we can't, because we didn't buy the hedge yet. Because I'm not going down the secret... Oh, there's my boomerang. But it's... I need to aggro this guy. There we go. There we go. Now, I would love to get one of these turkeys. I guess, hypothetically, I could, like... If I could get him down here... I can tame the turkey, and he shouldn't be able to get out. Perfect. Perfect. Now, we will probably have to use a rope to get back up to the... There is stuff you can do down in the water, much like in the water in the jungle in Spelunky 2. Spelunky 1, sorry. But, I do not like these fish. They are a pain. You know what? Let's not worry too much about the turkey. It is 1 health. But let's focus on our objective. So you see down there's a sword. To get that, we need to have done some other secret stuff. Man, I don't like you. Come on. There we go. Easy does it. Okay, we're out. We're fine. Ooh, there's a lot of rubies here. I'll bomb for some rubies. Sure. Don't necessarily know that we need them, but you never know when a shop will show up. Almost got a rock punched onto our head there, which would have been troublesome. You know, this isn't a run where we have a ton of HP, so it's definitely a run that could get done in by some unfortunate bleed damage. Just want to drop this on his head. There we go. Somehow hit my turkey with a boomerang there. Not quite sure how that happened, but such is the way of Spelunky. Are you going to jump down? No, you're not. Okay. Well, I'm not going to worry about you too much then. Just going to head on my merry way. The skeletons, honestly, still one of the most nightmarish parts. Just the way they just get up out of nowhere and cause you untold woe. Now we can glide onto spikes. I almost jumped back into them there, jumping off that skeleton. Is it worth getting that? Not convinced, honestly. Alright, yeah, we can jump on those guys' heads because I have spike shoes. That's an important little piece to the puzzle. No! Ah, damn it. That was a bad jump there. Ah. That was a good run, unfortunately, but such is the way of Spelunky.